What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a little bit of a chat about one of the coolest things we're going to see for a while. It is the Japanese second anniversary set for the One Piece TCG, and this is awesome. We are heading up to the second anniversary of the game, and we know there's various things planned. We know that OP09, for instance, is going to be a second anniversary set. Seriously, there is something going on with OP09. They haven't told us yet. I am absolutely convinced that set is way cooler than they're letting on right now, and I think there is something going on. Obviously, I told you all about PRB01 yesterday. By the way, when I told you in the video yesterday, this looks like the coolest set we've had, I'm not lying to you or trying to kind of trick you guys or trying to make it sound more hype than it is. As far as I'm concerned, and this is a personal opinion, by the time you build in the Pirate Flag Hollows, all of the different Don, the super parallel versions of those Don, all the reprints which are going to make it so much easier for newer players to get hold of, awkward to get cards, and the Sanji leader, which might legitimately be my favourite leader ever, I genuinely do think PRB looks like the best set we've had so far. It is my actual favourite set. In my opinion, it looks like the best. I know not everyone's going to agree with me, and that's absolutely fine, but it is a genuine, honestly held opinion. But that is also part of the second anniversary celebrations, and it's looking awesome. Well, now we've got the Japanese second anniversary set. And what's really weird is, they went and announced this in Japan, and they showed it to us, and that's lovely. And then they also went and put it on the English website, which is kind of cool, having it on there as a kind of, it's coming later. It's going to be $180. It's coming out in March. It's not up for pre-order yet, but it is there, and we'll show you later. Because normally I'd come and do these videos and I'd say, look, obviously we're going to be getting this. It'll probably on Premium Bandai, it always is. I've done that video a lot, where I show you a cool Japanese product and tell you it's coming on Premium Bandai. It'll be announced at some point in the future. For European, we know it's going to end up in card shops. It always does. That's the way we always get them. But it's really cool to just be able to sit here and watch it be announced on the English site as well, so we know that it's coming. One thing I will say, that is not how you spell the word Japanese. Now, am I being really dumb here and I'm missing something obvious? Or is that just a moderately silly typo? Because it does look like a bit of a typo right now. Because there's definitely an extra A in there that shouldn't be in there. Unless there's a pun going on. But I don't get it. But regardless, this is one of the coolest things we've seen so far. And look, I know I keep saying stuff like that. I'm sorry. Bandai keep knocking it out of the park. If they keep making products this good, I'm gonna keep telling you how good they are. So there are a bunch of accessories that you get. You get yourself a set of dice, which is actually really cool. Because I don't believe, and stop me in the comment section if I'm wrong, I don't remember official One Piece dice. I don't think we've had any of them yet. So this is very cool. Now, we need dice much less than other card games, but I don't care, I love it. We also then get a deck box with the same second anniversary logo, which is awesome. A playmat case with the second anniversary logo, which is awesome. A card case with the same second anniversary logo, which is awesome. And a playmat which, oh my word, is stunning. I cannot be the only one that thinks this is cool. Oh, also a set of sleeves. That's pretty important. These sleeves are quite cool. I think we got to the point now where we got so many official sleeves that we don't necessarily need anymore. I'm not complaining, they're cool sleeves. There's just a lot of sleeves out there right now. This is still awesome. So you get a whole bunch of products, which is cool, a whole bunch of extra stuff, and then you get yourself 9 promos. Now, remember, this is a $180 product in the US. It's not being delivered till March 2025. Don't know when it's going to go up on Premium Bandai. It won't be that long, but remember there's a long lead time here because they have to actually make it. But it's a $180 product. Over in Japan, it retails for 17,600 yen. And no, obviously, I don't expect you all to be able to convert that to US dollars off the top of your head, but 17,600 yen converts out to $110. Hang on a second, Wassy. That's a lot cheaper. Yes. It just is. We see this all the time. Like, a great example of this is the Pokemon TCG Classic. Big box. It was a $400 product in the US. It cost $400. Over in Japan, it cost 36,000 yen, which comes out at about $225. It was not even close. This happened. Part of the fact is that the yen is actually quite weak right now, which means if you're importing from Japan, which I do quite a lot, as you all know, you've seen the openings, yeah, it's good for that. But it's not always even. Part of it's a weak yen. Part of it is the fact that just generally things tend to be a little bit cheaper in Japan along these lines. Feel free to be upset about that. There's nothing we can do about it other than try and buy it from Japan and get it shipped over, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say is probably going to be more awkward than just paying a little bit extra and getting it in the US. Although I want the Japanese version because I collect Japanese promos, so let me figure that one out later. Let's take a look at the promos while we've got the time to do so. Now, you will notice some similarities amongst the cards here. There is a very definite style going on. That is not a bad thing. It looks kind of cool. And you'll notice that there is only one event card. There is exactly one in 2 years at the Sabadell Archipelago. It's that one. It's that event card. We're getting a fancy version of that. That is one that lets you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, find a straw hat, and add it to your hand, as both a main or as a trigger. Decent card, not stunning, but it's okay. We've then got the Ace from OP02. I like the Ace from OP02. And this is actually, it's a weird kind of one here. This is the alternate art of the Ace with a different background. And you see it, it's literally the same card. And you'll notice also the event card I showed you, same art, different background. That's what they're doing here. They're taking out the background, but they're also using fancy versions of the cards, which is kind of annoying for me making the video, but don't worry, I'll go search so you don't have to. The point is here, we've got the Ace, and it's awesome, and it's a full art version, just with the background taken out and someone else put in. It's actually a really good card. On play, you give 2 of your opponent's characters minus 3k for the turn, and then if you've got a Whitebeard Pirates leader, you gain Rush. Good card, seen a bunch of play, we like it. Now, a card that saw a redonkulous amount of play in the early days of the game, but much less now, we've got ourselves Kaya. Now, you'll notice this one is kind of zoomed in a little bit. Still the same artwork, but they've zoomed it in a little bit. It looks like they've zoomed it in at least. Yeah, they've clearly zoomed it in, as well as taken out the background. This is kind of cool. And it is the counter plus 2k, and on play you draw 2, trash 2. It's cool. Good card, saw a lot of play in the past, has fallen off a little bit. We've got the Sabo from OP04, and again, this is the full art version of the Sabo, not the regular version. And they've just taken off the background, put the new fancy one on. You see where we're going with this. Also, remember, there is a manga rare version of this. So now we've got the same artwork 3 times with different backgrounds, which I think is kind of cool. Oh, also, I've not said it yet, so let me say it now. They've put the 2nd anniversary stamp on there, and I think that looks awesome. And this is a Sabo whereby it's got blocker, and on play, you stop all of your characters being KO'd by effects until the start of your next turn, and then you draw 2, trash 2. It's cool. Decent enough card. We then flick forward to OP05, and we have Don Quixote Rocinante, and this is a regular card, where they've just taken the border off. Some of these are regular cards, some of these are full art. They've just gone for the cool artworks. And I tell you what, I really like the fact, like if you put Sabo and Rocinante next to each other, one of them is a fancy full art and the other one's just a regular card, and yet in this version of them, they look the same, which in the same kind of style, they look as rare as each other, and I think that's a good thing. As for the card, it's another blocker, and on your opponent's turn, if a rested character will be KO'd, you can trash this character instead to protect from effects as well as just attacks. Fun little card, never saw much play, unfortunately. Sticking with green, we've got the Roanoa Zorro from OP06, which is interesting because, again, we've got ourselves a a secret rare. But it's not the full art, it's the regular art. Most of these, where they have a full art, they've taken the full art. Here, they've taken the regular art. Of course, also kind of makes sense, because a full art, alternate art, phrase it how you will, is actually a screen cap of the anime. So this one does make more sense. I appreciate that. There is also a manga rare version of this card, but again, the artwork is wildly different. Oh, this is the when attacking once per turn, you can pay 1 to set it to active. And then also once per turn, you can pay 2 to set it to active. So you can essentially attack 3 times with the same character. Very important, especially if you whack a whole bunch of Don on there and you essentially get free uses of it. And I think free uses of a card that's got a bunch of Don attached is pretty good. We then get a whole bunch, and you might notice here, I've not actually pointed it out yet, but I'm hoping you've all been noticing as we're going along, because the Sanji is from OP07, and you'll notice it's the 7th card I've shown you. They are literally giving us 1 card from every set here, which I think is kind of awesome. The Sanji from OP07 is actually a really good card, but again, there is a full art, but they're giving us the regular version, and clearly they're just picking the version that looks best on this background. Like, somebody was there that did both of the cards, and they looked at them both, and they went, regular looks better, not the full art. But it's a cool card. It's counter plus 2k, and if you've got at least 2 fewer Don than your opponent, it's minus 3 cost, and then it's got blocker, so it's basically a free cost 6k blocker with counter plus 2k. Like, that's really good, ladies and gentlemen. That's really good. Now, moving forward to OP08, now that I've given the game away and told you that it is 1 from every set, we've got ourselves a new Big Mum, the new Charlotte Linlin, and once again, there is a full art version of Charlotte Linlin, but they've gone and used the regular. Again, it's purely just because it looks better. And what we've got from Charlotte Linlin here is, on play, Don -1, trash a card from your hand, and then you add the top card of your deck to your life, and then you take one of your opponent's 6 cost or lower characters and add it to the top or bottom of their life. So you're getting rid of one of their characters. You are giving them an extra life, but you're getting rid of a character and you're gaining one yourself, which sounds alright to me. And then we got Luffy from Starter Deck 13, which I'm assuming is just your kind of token. Well, we've had one from every set. We might as well get one from the starter decks. And this is just your Luffy. And it's only one, well, there's actually 2 versions of this. But obviously we've got the regular, and then we've got the black and white version, which use the same artwork. And this is the one whereby activate main once per turn, gain 2k until the start of your next turn, and then if you've got 1 or more life, draw 1 and trash a card from the top of your life. Cool. We've got a bunch of them. They are awesome. I like these promos. I like all of the products we've gotten. I just think Bandai have knocked this out the park. I think Bandai have done a fantastic job of making these products awesome. I think they've got a really good 2nd anniversary set here, which is going to make a lot of people very happy. And I just think Bandai are crushing it. And maybe I'm being a bit of a One Piece fanboy, but you know what? I like the One Piece card game. It's a great card game. And all Bandai are doing here is just giving us more cool stuff to celebrate the anniversary. And frankly, the 1st anniversary, the celebrations were fun. Now we got this 2nd anniversary, which is shaping up pretty nicely as well. I think it's time we just start getting excited about every One Piece TCG anniversary, because things are looking good. But now, I've told you everything you need to know. I've told you the products, I've told you the promos, I've told you when it's coming out. I've told you the price, so now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me how excited you are for this product. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.